Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start. Please take your seats kindly.
Welcome to the German Climate Pavilion at COP28 in Dubai. Ambitious, just together.
Dear colleagues and dear friends, first of all, I really would give you a heartfelt welcome to our German Pavilion here on the COP28. Just 1 year ago, at the COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh, the first work plan for our energy partnership was signed, and I'm really proud that so much has happened since then. We were jointly working on the topics of hydrogen, on network flexibility, on agri-photovoltaic, on the protection of submarine pipeline infrastructure, on energy efficiency, digitalization, and cybersecurity. And we have been very active. In only 1 year, we completed 10 delegation trips. We executed more than 100 workshops and countless bilateral meetings. That's quite a close cooperation. And we learned a lot from our Israeli friends and colleagues, especially in the field of cybersecurity and of for energy systems, a topic of an ever-increasing importance. So I'm very proud to say today that this partnership has already led to very tangible results. For example, a change in Israel's regulatory code, and now you are creating the right to connect PV installations all over Israel. Equally happy I'm about the Israeli aspiration of deepening our joint work. You mentioned that in 2024, you want to implement the first Israeli network development plan. And you approached us if we could assist you on that. And definitely, we are really happy to do that because we have quite experience in that part. Indeed, the enthusiasm, the constructivity, and the optimism of your colleagues in the Ministry of Energy is quite driving us with you together moving forward. In this regard, I may add, the working in the German-Israeli energy partnership is very rewarding, and my team and we all enjoy working with your side each and every day. That's really a good, fruitful discussion. Yet, real friends show their support in times of trouble and not only on happiness. This also holds true for our energy partnership. So I'm very proud that instantly after the attacks of on Israel, we set up an immediate support program for supporting the resilience of Israel's energy infrastructure. And for this, we see swiftly connected German and Israeli energy companies to improve the access to spare parts. We set up ad hoc technical workshops on grid islanding and black charts after energy blackouts, and we shared expertise of the protection of the Ukrainian electricity grid, which paved the way for a very fruitful dialogue between Israel and Ukraine. And once again, please let me point out that we want to show our support not only by words, but by concrete results and by doing concrete actions. We therefore also stand ready in 2024 to assist our Israeli friends in these very difficult times. The next level of our partnership will be attained very soon when we will inaugurate the German-Israeli Energy Secretariat at the German Chamber of Commerce in Tel Aviv. And this will not only further deepen our energy partnership, but also support us in our joint quest for a carbon-free future and of our both energy systems. So thank you very much. And now I would like that we all keep silent for a minute, just to honor all the hostages and victims of this cruel war in Israel.
Thank you so much, Ms. Heckman, for your kind words and participation. We certainly appreciate your assistance. Our collaboration proved itself since the start of this war with very particular help from the German side on specific issues that we requested, and we certainly appreciate that. It's an example, another example of how good collaboration works. I will start on a personal note. Actually, my last name is Friedman, and it's of German origin, of course. Although my father family comes from the Czech Republic, but originally, of course, from Germany. Also, my mother was born in Berlin. So I have a special, actually, relation with Germany. And when Yael Harman came to me and said, I have to go to Germany, I said, wow, it's okay, this is an opportunity for us. And we had not so good success in previous collaboration that we tried to implement. However, in this case, really the personalities on both sides, I think, is what makes the difference. Really, really. The people that you assigned for us, the group at DENA, is really amazing. Helped us a lot. And Yael, of course, is also an important, very important part of making this successful. So we started a little bit by chance, but this relationship grew very quickly, and you were very responsive to our requests, and we built this. I remember now we talked about, so what subjects should we put on this collaboration? And I said with Yael, we have to have things that we want to learn, and we also have to think about things that will be beneficial to the German side. And so we decided on hydrogen, on the network, on electricity, renewables. I also want to mention that since I came to the ministry about 10 years ago, I was always trying to find countries where renewable energy is so much more advanced than in Israel, and how we should also push it. And Germany always topped my list. I always put it as an example. And so we certainly need to follow you on the renewables. And hydrogen policy, the electricity grid under renewable is that. And then we thought, okay, on agrivoltaics, we could potentially contribute a little bit, because we just started then we started 3 years ago, so when we discussed a relationship about a year and a half, we were in the midst of this big project, and I'm really hoping that the collaboration on this will contribute to the German side. We have a large pilot with over 100 plots, with different crops, different geographies, so it's really interesting. And of course the cybersecurity and the physical protection of infrastructure, which we have quite a bit of expertise. And as you mentioned, we had a number of delegations from both sides. I participated myself in two. And we learned quite a bit. There was direct benefit for Israel. I would mention the most important one is the grid. We visited, along with the head of our public utility authority in Germany, we visited 50 Hertz. We learned, and we implemented with his leadership immediately. And we already announced an increase of capacity in the grid according to the methodology essentially applied in Germany. A tremendous increase of more than 2,000 megawatts, and there will be more, I'm sure, in the future. And then cyber, we heard that it was interesting for Germany, so I hope this is a good contribution on our side. And now for next year, I want to actually expand the cyber. We have a big project with the United States, and I'm really hoping that we can tie everything together, because we want to do this security by design. We want to have strong partners. Germany is, of course, a strong industrial manufacturer in the infrastructure, and we have to start with the cyber at the base. At the base of things, the manufacturers have to make the equipment robust to cyber attacks. And together with the United States and our expertise, I think if we can tie everything together, we will have a very strong contribution to preventing cyber attacks on that. So I hope this will continue. We are now expanding the relationship, really amazing, and I feel we need to copy it to other countries, but I'm not sure we will be able to. It's not so easy. Really tremendous bi-party relationship, which I really appreciate your assistance and your help. And the relationship is really amazing. Next year also we will do some more, hopefully, energy efficiency. This is a topic we really need to push in Israel. We have technology that I think we can help, but in terms of implementation, certainly we need to learn a lot more. So this is really, for me, it's an opportunity to show my appreciation for this relationship, this agreement, to expand it for next year's work. And I'm honored, actually, to represent Israel for this occasion. This is also one of my last actions at the ministry. So it was an honor to come here also. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now commence with a film screening on the German-Israeli energy partnership in 2023, before we then sign the working program for the coming year. But first, the film on the current year, please.
The energy transition is not just a transformative journey. It's a global imperative that will shape the future of our planet. We need international cooperation and innovation to create a more resilient world. The German-Israeli Energy Partnership facilitates the exchange of experiences and best practices between governmental, private, and scientific institutions. The civil society of both countries is also an important stakeholder in the dialogue. Both Israel and Germany can benefit from each other's expertise in their efforts to reach the goal of climate neutrality whilst building a resilient and digitalized energy system.
The transition to renewable energy depends on the grid and the transmission of electricity. And we can achieve it only if the grid can have the capacity for all this renewable energy. And this is one of Israel's biggest challenges. In the German-Israel Energy Partnership, we were able to discuss this topic, learn from the German side of solutions, went back home to implement, write new legislation. And actually now we have the opportunity to add almost 3 gigawatt of electricity. And that means almost doubling our renewable energy capacity with one legislation.
Alongside grid flexibility and the expansion of renewable energy, the activities of the Energy Partnership also discuss hydrogen and the resilience of critical energy infrastructure. Harnessing the power of transformation and innovation, energy systems can be made more efficient and resilient to malignant attacks.
One focus of Energy Partnership lies on enhancing cybersecurity of energy network by identifying areas for improvement. We are actively working on developing more secure infrastructure by engaging in collaboration and exchange of knowledge and experience. This year, the main topic was the security by design approach in the critical energy systems. Emphasizing this strategy will fortify the cybersecurity of our infrastructure from the outset.
Since the start of the Energy Partnership in 2022, the activities have included more than 10 delegation trips, over 110 workshops, and countless meetings with different stakeholders. And we're just getting started.
Thank you very much. And in this spirit, we will now commence the signing ceremony of the working program for the coming year 2024. Please. Thank you very much.
No. So, I was a scientist. How do you divide the cake fairly? Okay? So you let one person cut the cake and the other one distributes it. So we exchange a couple times.
Thanks. We need some more photos, so please gather in front of the flags, and then our photographer. Fragt mal ein bisschen höher noch, dass es so ist wie sein. Thank you very much.
You didn't play the outro.
Welcome to the German Climate Pavilion at COP28 in Dubai. Ambitious, just together.